You're in limbo. Oh shit!
What up?
We're
here.
Fashionably late. I had to go to the limo and do rock star things.
I just had to pee.
That
Had to pee for a long time.
20 minutes worth.
Yeah, buddy. It's a lot of preparation.
Just
a lot of preparation happens before the actual pee process itself, but that's another conversation.
You have to like pep yourself, like pep talk yourself.
Well,
you can.
Let's just say I have to unwrap and unroll a little bit. I got a bunch of kids. Let's just say I had to unwrap and unroll a little bit.
Poor Nick stays up all night for us every night, and then she's always messaging me. She's like, "Where are you guys?" I'm like, "We're coming. It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're on the way.
We're going live right now." Sorry.
Yeah, I can respond back in the comments because I got a new phone.
Hey, look at that.
Ooh, I saw that the other day. How do you like that phone?
How do you like that?
Well, you know what? It's different now. Remember a few years ago, you get a new phone.
There's Tony.
Woohoo! It's and it, new features and new functions and new settings and stuff like that. Now the phones are kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the screens get bigger and maybe, the cameras get better. This camera on this thing is incredible.
Jeez.
But, yeah, look at that thing.
Damn.
I haven't even started taking pictures with it. I've just been kind of, I don't know, getting acclimated.
Fucking
but it's a good phone.
Right out of somebody's body with that fucking thing. So you bake them into the background.
Look at that. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
but yeah, so now I can talk to the guys in the comment section because I can do multiple things. I got my computer over here. I'm just living the life like George Jetson.
Holy shit!
Is that his name? Yeah, George Jetson.
Yeah, you got
that's another old reference. I'm aging myself again.
Oh, I love the Jetsons. What was his wife's name again? Jane.
Yeah, but
Jane. Get me off this crazy thing.
Elroy and Judy.
Judy.
Daughter Judy. That's an old ass cartoon.
Boy, Elroy.
Like
kids
I remember
don't know about that.
When we were kids and we were watching that cartoon, we just knew that by now we would have flying cars and we would ride on those little those little conveyor belt things everywhere we went. I was convinced. Like we were.
Yeah, they only had those damn things at the airport.
Yep.
They should have them at grocery stores and everything.
Everywhere.
Well, and then you
stand and get taken from aisle to aisle and grab your shit as you go.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
See, the only problem would be that I would be completely fucked with that concept because Walmart rearranges like every other day.
The truck would
I'd be like, I'd be on the belt like, shit, where is it? Oh crap! It's like
they make it interesting for you guys to have some cool music playing and shit. Maybe some flashing lights, it'd be like a party.
Fucking
that'd be kind of cool.
There should totally be a fucking grocery store that's like a club. Yeah, like a rave. You go to the grocery store. Oh look, they can call it Crave. You go get your groceries at a rave.
There you go.
Look, I'm an idea man. You guys should tap in because I have so many fucking ideas about so much shit, just random shit. You guys should tap in. Whoever uses that Crave though, I need my money.
Like there's a grocery store in Texas. It's like this town that's a couple hours from me. A friend of mine lived there for a while and she called me one day and she was like, "You have to come down on a Saturday and we have to go grocery shopping together." And I was like, We have to what? It's like, why would
What?
we go grocery shopping together? And she was like, I'm at this grocery store now. And I was like, so what's the big deal? And she sends me a picture. She's got the little basket, like, they have the little thing where you can set your kids or your purse or whatever. It's full of beer, cups of beer. And I was like, what is that? She goes, they serve alcohol while you're grocery shopping. And I was
like free alcohol while you're shopping?
yeah.
Like this is like some Costco shit where you get the free stuff.
Boom. Hand you the beer.
Absolutely.
I was like,
that's smart.
It's like, I'll be there Saturday.
You know
No
why?
problem.
Because then you get people all liquored up and they'll just fucking buy anything.
Hell yeah, they will.
Fucking right.
Hell yeah, they
What's
will.
up, Jane? What's up, Ryan? Thanks for coming, guys. Nice to see you. Ryan.
Now you gotta think about this though. Once you turn the grocery store into a booze fest, you have to hire security.
Yeah, probably.
You have to hire security.
You probably
because you're gonna get people in there that's not in there to buy. They come in there to buy a little bag of Doritos.
So now, is that like a?
But they'll get drunk as fuck and start a fight.
I'd be ripped. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, like we went in and like I thought, the way she explained it to me, I was like, so I thought you had to buy your alcohol and do that. Like, I was like, oh, well, that's fine. I'll buy a couple and we'll do our grocery shopping. I don't know if everybody else had to buy their alcohol or not, but we didn't. And I went through one of those. I'm going to eat healthy this week. I probably spent like $175 on shit that I took home and did not touch.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That was that white Zinfandel calling.
I was like, who did I think I was on this?
This Shiraz girl got my pizza ready to go.
It's like
Anderson Gallo took a hold of that shopping cart and it was over with, baby. Over with.
Like, I go through that phase every now and then where I think I'm going to make I have a texture thing. I can't do a lot of vegetables and it's not like the flavor or anything else. It's the texture of it. It just automatically makes me gag. I can't eat them. And I'll be like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make myself do this. And I'll buy them all. And then it's like 2 days later, I'm like, I'm going to order pizza. Or I'm going out for Mexican food. Like,
I'll eat all the vegetables.
Yeah,
when my wife buys vegetables and cooks them with a meal that night, all the vegetables are gone.
See, like I have to, if I'm going to do it, it has to be something where I chop it up like so finely that I can just shovel it to the back of my mouth and it's gone. Like I can't, if I have to chew it up at all, it's done. So I'll cook with vegetables and it's just all very like tiny little pieces and it works, but I don't know why. I just can't do it.
Vegetables. I like vegetables and fruit.
Yeah. 100%. Me too.
I force them on my children.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
My daughter eats fruit with every meal. If she says, Daddy, I'm hungry, absolutely. You can have whatever, but you're eating some fruit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's an apple.
Yeah. Yeah. She said, oh, her front teeth are getting loose. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, oh, they hurt, Daddy. I don't want any apples. I said, well, that's cool. I got grapes.
Yeah.
I got strawberries too. You getting some fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Some fruit and some water.
Yeah, Nicole's vegan, so there you go. That's all she has. There you go.
Did you see the amount of question marks there?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Jesus
17.
Christ.
1, 2, 3.
I think we have been through this before. It's
that crashed
well
my server.
Mine too.
It's pretty well established that I'm eating like steaks and like I can do that's what I'm saying. Like I have to chop it up very finely or like spinach and kale like in a smoothie.
In a smoothie, yeah. Spinach in a smoothie. I always any vegetable.
That's the one thing that I can do. Like just like I can eat if I'm going to eat a salad, it's like spinach and strawberries with vinaigrette on it because for some reason the texture of spinach doesn't bug me like other stuff does.
Okay,
spinach is slippery. That shit just slides down your gullet.
Yeah, it has to be raw. I don't cook it like it's just raw. Like I do like salads and stuff like that with it, and I'm good to go. But
yeah, like crunch. So it's crunchy like broccoli.
Like broccoli and like celery and shit. Fucking love celery.
Like stuff like that. I have a really like I can do celery. I can do like raw peppers. I love peppers. Like I'll eat peppers all day long. Okay. But if you cook it, I can't do it. I don't know.
You
why.
like hot shit? You like hot foods?
like everything else, yeah, but vegetables they have to be like raw. I can't cook them.
That's interesting.
I don't know why. It's a texture thing, and I've been like, from what my parents tell me, I've been like that my whole life.
There you go. You come by it honestly then.
I'm in the comments responding to everybody that says hi. I feel like the usher at church or like the greeter at Walmart. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? They're like, hey, guys. I'm like, hey.
Welcome to your Tuesday.
Like, hey, he came over here and talked to us, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Lettuce cereal. That's what's up. What's your go-to? What's your go-to dressing, Ryan? That's what I don't know. You're a ranch man. You're Caesar. What do you do? Vinaigrettes.
Well, look, he says Ryan said. Oh, look, Ryan said he uses so much dressing on his salads. So look, take it from a brother who used to drown all the fucking shit in dressing. Stop. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy so much more. I stopped because I used to drown my shit and have like everything in there was soggy. The lettuce, like the spinach I was just talking about. I stopped doing it, and I enjoy my salad so much more. I eat salads a few times a week.
Yeah, see, I do like I said, I do like a spinach salad, and I just kind of drizzle a little bit of like a raspberry vinaigrette or something like that on it, and it's perfect. But I don't put like a whole bunch of anything on there.
I used to. Oh, I used to drown my salad. I used to drown anything that I poured on my food, like from age 7 to 29, maybe. That shit was just blah, blah, blah for no reason.
See, my kids will drown everything in ranch dressing, and I think ranch dressing is disgusting.
Ranch dressing smells bad, but it tastes like...
What the fuck?
I can't. It's gross.
Ranch tastes like Jesus's love, and I don't understand why you don't. I don't understand why you don't like it. Ranch is a gift. Ranch is one of the things that he gave us when he came to earth, and you don't like it.
That's it.
I can't do it. I can't. It's so gross to me.
There's a difference between putting ranch on like celery and putting ranch on a fire ass hot wing.
Yeah.
And see, ranch has two sides.
See, I don't like to mess with the sauce for the wings. Like, just
you got come to the dark side, sister.
Come on, man.
Bullshit.
I can't do it.
You bullshit. This is the homework until we meet next week.
And
you got to do it. I want you to go get the best wings in your area, the best hot wings, and go get a nice, good bottle of ranch. Don't get no bullshit ranch. Get you a nice bottle of ranch. Yeah, look, a Hidden Valley. There you go. You could even ask the grocery store clerk, brother, what's the top shelf ranch?
Go to Texas. Drive to Texas with the booze store. Get liquored and ask the man there what ranch you recommend. What pairs well with this?
I think I'd have to be drinking to like make myself try it because just the smell of ranch. Even I'm like,
it stinks. Really?
Yeah,
it doesn't. I don't think it has the best smell. The older I get, the more food stink.
Hashtag
Here, Nicole, come to the dark side. Is watching. I'm drinking for everybody tonight since Tony and Joe don't drink, and I bought the big girl bottle of wine. So
I like to think that me and Tony drank enough for everybody on the first.
I've probably drank
the Northern
for
Hemisphere.
Everybody 15 or 20 times in my life over, but tonight I'm drinking for everybody. This is the big girl bottle of wine, Nicole. When we have the hockey game, we're getting like 6 of these. So
at first I thought that was a plastic 2-liter, but it's actually a bottle.
No, this is a glass bottle. This bitch is heavy as fuck.
Nice.
So what is that worth? What's that worth in America? That's like I'm looking like $40 in Canada. What's that worth in the States? $6.
Because I think it's like $26.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, because I bought a 4-pack of Dark and Stormies, and that's 10.
Now, what in the fuck is Dark and Stormies?
It's
thanks for asking, Joe.
What is it?
What is it?
It's dark rum and ginger beer.
Ooh.
It's delicious. It's really good.
They come out with all this fancy ass shit when I stop drinking, and I don't appreciate that. They start coming out with different flavors of gin and vodka.
Girl, this bottle is, let's see if I can get the light on it where you can't tell.
The way you're holding the bottle, it's almost empty. Yeah.
It's right here.
She's been here a minute. That's why we were late getting on here.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, you're getting busy. You're getting busy.
I'm good with wine.
I am not. I am not good with wine. I used to drink wine a lot, and I would just
get you drunk?
Holy fuck! Well, if you drink 6 bottles to yourself, yes.
We used to my friend that I went to the liquor / grocery store with.
That's like the greatest place.
For
I'm
5
telling you, man.
years, we lived next door to each other.
Yeah.
And it was during a time where we were both going through a whole lot of shit. So we would get together, and our kids were friends already. So we'd throw all the kids together and they would go play, and we would sit there and drink wine and talk or watch like trashy real. Like we watched all the Little Women series because they were so much fun. So we would watch all of those and we would drink wine and sit there and talk. And one year for Christmas, she bought a case, not of the big bottles, but of this wine that we drink. And we finished it off in 2 days.
A case of wine.
Yeah.
So how many bottles are in a case of wine?
It was 12 bottles.
Jesus Christ.
And we raced. The first night we raced through each, like we'd each get a bottle, and whoever finished it first was the winner. And we did that for 4 rounds. So we drank 8 bottles that night, and then we drank the other 4 the next night.
That's insanity. See, now the last time, the most profound experience I had drinking wine, I believe it was a Sunday. I had just moved to the city here. Me and my roommate wanted to get drunk, but we were broke. But if there was this kind of wine called Arbor Mist. Do you guys have that?
Oh God.
Mhm.
Arbor Mist, the sweetest of sweet, right? But it's like the dirt cheapest shit of all time. And we're like, okay, we've got enough money to buy like fucking 10 of these and just
It's
go
like
for
on
it.
par with Boone's Farm.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
They're cousins.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the same shit. So we did that, and we each drank like 6 bottles each, and I just like wanted to fucking die the next day. I remember I was so hungover, I quit my job because I was told if I
Nice.
missed work again, I was going to be fired anyways. So I just got out in front of that one. I was like, yeah.
I
Save you
quit.
the work, assholes.
But yeah, so that was like not good decision making. I was young and dumb, but whatever, it happens.
It
And I was
happens.
also an alcoholic, and that was my fucking priority at the time.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
know what?
buddy. That
I'd rather
definitely
get drunk
floats to the top of the
Quit my
list.
fucking job.
Yeah,
and
see,
fucking
I
enjoy this
definitely
hang.
had I definitely had a couple phases where I was edging very close to that. But now, like, this is only the second time I have drank since New Year's.
Hey,
Nice.
good for you. That's not
So, I mean, it's, I go through those phases where like I just want a drink for a few days straight, and then I won't want anything for like 2 or 3 months.
Definitely not an alcoholic. Good job.
That's called responsible drinking,
Absolutely.
and I cannot do that. That's why.
Yeah, see, every now and then those little 2 or 3 days will stretch out for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, I should probably stop right now, and then I won't have anything for a while. But
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good
That's
that you have
good.
that self-control.
I kind of do that
Self-control
with
is-
everything.
Yeah.
Ryan's drinking too, so there you go. What are you drinking, Ryan? Are you on the wine? You on the beers?
Oh,
Since
since this morning.
Since this morning. Good for you. That's right. Anybody here drinking has to drink for me and Tony. So there you go. That's the rule.
UTT.
That's the rule we've made. So you're drinking
Let's
for
go,
me.
let's go, Ryan. We got to hold it down for everybody.
Go hold it down, guys.
This
Make us
morning,
proud.
Man, I used to drink all day. I remember those days.
Fucking right. From the time
Those
I
were
used to
great days.
IPAs. Atta boy,
He's
IPAs.
doing IPAs. Okay. See,
Okay,
I've
so
had
I'm
like,
gonna go ahead and ask this question. I haven't wanted to ask, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask. What exactly is an IPA?
That's a type of beer.
Indian
It's
pale
a
ale,
stronger
yeah.
beer, right? Like a pale ale.
Ah.
It's a
Usually
craft
they're
beer. It's all this
usually a little
craft
more
beer shit.
bitter. I always think IPAs
No,
are
I think
pretty
they're
bitter.
bitter as fuck. They're good, but they're bitter as fuck.
Yeah,
I always
I
see
don't-
people kind of talking about them, and I'm like, oh yeah, damn, I still haven't caught a context clue
IPA
yet.
is my
Shit.
favorite. What is
Now
this?
I know IPAs are beers,
Yeah, the beers.
so they must be really popular.
They are.
Yeah.
They're wildly popular now.
The only one I've ever really been able to like drink that I enjoyed was the Goose Island
Just
IPA.
Goose Island IPA. Yeah, I've never.
It's Goose Island is out of Chicago, and they have some amazing beers, but I like their IPA. It's not as bitter to me.
I used to like. We have this.
Do they get you like drunk, more drunk than a normal
I
beer,
don't-
or
I can't
They have
do
a
like
higher
it,
alcohol content, I
yeah,
think, don't
some of
they?
them have a higher content, but I can't do a whole like beer just makes me feel full really fast. So if I'm
Yeah,
drinking beer, I'm not gonna get drunk because I'm only
that
gonna
was
have like
my
two or
shit.
three.
I could drink beer like fuck,
Yeah,
dude. I
beer was my
Sierra
soda.
Nevada.
no
Beer,
problem.
beer is what I drank like when I didn't have hard liquor, like in
Yeah.
between,
Mhm.
filling up
If
my
I didn't
cup.
have
Beer.
whiskey, it was beer.
See,
Yeah.
if I'm doing beer, like I have to be going back and forth between beer and like liquor, or my stomach is just full after like two or
See,
three,
I
and I'm
can't
like,
go
I'm
back
done.
and forth because I'll fucking puke all over the place.
Oh,
Okay,
I
well,
can.
Many
that
times.
that was my life though. I'd wake up and I'd drink whatever I had, and then I hadn't gone to the store yet, but I took my kids to school. So if it's beer is what I drank, then I go make my afternoon walk to the store for some hard liquor. Then when I
Mhm.
finish that cup, because I don't want to drink it all, then I'm drinking beer. Then it's time to maybe eat something. I'm drinking my beer with that. Jesus Christ, I used to drink beer all day,
Yeah,
all
dude.
day
That
long.
was like water, though. Fuck. I
Yeah,
remember sitting there
yeah. At
drinking.
that
I
point,
used to drink so much. Like, fuck.
Like if I'm playing drinking games or something like that, I can put back a lot of beer,
I
but
don't
that's
play no
because you're
goddamn
like,
games. It's just playing for
oh,
keeps.
yeah,
no, I do
yeah.
it all the time. Like I'll play drinking games all night long,
Beer
but I
pong.
don't feel like you're sipping instead of just chugging a whole. If I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there, I'm just doing this all the
Yeah, I
time.
was drinking to get drunk, so I'm like,
Yeah, I wasn't drinking for the taste.
Like if I'm playing games, I'm sipping a little bit at a time, and I don't even realize that I've had 7 beers until I look over and I'm like, that could be why I feel a little funny. Like,
Yeah,
Ryan said some of the IPAs are 9%.
yeah, I believe
yeah.
it. I believe that.
Nice. I need it. I
What's
need
the
it.
average beer in America? Because our beer up here is stronger, and that's not like
Oh,
a
really?
pussy thing. That's just we have higher
I never been much of a
limits or
fan of
something like
beer.
that we can do.
So
Yeah,
you
I
can
never.
do like Oklahoma for a long time. You could only do 3.2,
hmm
and
In the
then
beer.
yeah, they just went to 6, and
Yeah,
Kansas
but
just changed it to where you can buy 6% in like Walmarts and stuff. Like you can't, like in Texas, you can buy like wine and liquor at Target and Walmart and things like that. In Kansas, you can't, and in
Oh.
Oklahoma, you can't. So like Walgreens doesn't have anything but beer and like Trulies and stuff like that. But anything over 6% is at a liquor store. Everything like 6% or less is at like Walmart and stuff like that.
Yeah, Nicole
Where's
says in Germany they got 5% as standard. That's about right.
Yeah.
Oh, that
5
makes sense to me seeing that all the time.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now look at
Mhm.
this. Where's Kansas on the legalizing marijuana thing?
There's nothing. It's not medical. It's
They're
not.
not even talking about it.
No, I don't know if they're talking about it yet, but I know they're one of they're one of the few. It's not even. I don't even think they decriminalized it yet here.
Mm.
Or well, there. Like where I live, I'm like the town I shop in is 6 miles away, and it's in Kansas, and then my house is in Oklahoma, and there's a dispensary halfway between my house and Kansas because I'm in Oklahoma and it's medical here.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. All right.
and
There
it's
you
super
go.
easy. Like some states are harder on getting your card than others. Like if I were to go to a doctor and be like, I have anxiety and I'm on medication for it, they would be like, well, here, go get your card. Head to that little dispensary right there.
When
Have fun.
California opened up the legal medical marijuana thing, before the dispensaries opened, but California had already been issuing medical marijuana cards for the small places that could sell cannabis. There were places that literally were shops where you could just walk in there and buy a medical card.
Mhm.
I mean, they'd have signs in front of their business like, come on in, medical cards, $10. That's how easy it was to get it.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a secret, like come in here so this doctor can sign for your medical card. Yeah, you need
That's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was a trip. It
See,
was a
here
trip.
in Oklahoma, you have to pay the state $100 for your card.
That's the only requirement.
Yeah, you pay $100 for the card, and then whatever your doctor's visit to get the card is. But since it's not covered by insurance, some doctors will charge you $250, $300 just for the appointment.
Of course.
And so
That's ridiculous.
there's a couple places that you can go that are online and things like that, or there's a group that comes like up through the area and they do like a fast track type thing, and it's like $50, and then you pay your $100 for your card, and then when they get it all done, you're all set. But they haven't been coming around because of COVID. And I was living on the Kansas side of the line the last time they were here. So now that I'm back in Oklahoma, I'm like, well, I guess I just have to wait a while.
Well, eventually, Joe Biden wants everybody to get high.
Can you imagine if that beer shopping joint handed out weed? Oh my God.
Dude. Yeah.
Like nobody, you'd spend even more money in that place. Are you kidding me?
You'd have
And
to
see,
do. You'd have to do
know.
you need a partnership with IKEA for that one because they're gonna want to take a
Right.
nap or sit down.
Right?
You gotta get
Keep
I
them
would
them
chills.
busy.
definitely. Can you
Keep
imagine
fucking
if
people busy. If they're
Can you
that high,
imagine?
they'll build your furniture. You got a good thing going right now.
Right? If you walked into an IKEA and those things are like 7 stories. I've only been to IKEA one time because I live in the middle of nowhere and the closest one's like 7 hours away.
Dang.
But you go like, those things are like 7 stories tall. Could you imagine if you walked into IKEA and they were like, here's your gummies, have fun.
Yeah, that, and it was
Just
you'd have a
edible.
fantastic time because IKEA is a fun ass place to walk around.
Catch me on the 4th floor sleeping in the last time I was in an IKEA, they had this little room set up. Like, one of their displays, it was like a girl's room and they were playing Evanescence. Catch me in there taking a nap or like laying on the bed, like singing out, like just belting.
Yeah,
Bring me to life.
IKEA is a
As
fun
hell,
place.
like, yes.
This,
Got
is
nothing
heaven. This is the best hotel ever. It's IKEA.
We're all jealous of Nicole living in Germany where you can drink whatever you want whenever you want.
whatever you
Like,
want to do.
that's how Vegas is. I
Yeah.
mean, I get that was the best part of Vegas. Like I walked downstairs in the hotel. I hadn't slept. And they had those big yard glasses of like the frozen drink. And I was like, yeah, give me one of those. And it comes with a little strap and you just put it on.
The fucking glass comes with a strap.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's a big plastic yard. It's like a yard long. So it's 3 feet of alcohol. It's like
Yeah.
a slushy.
I've drank
You
one.
talking about that thing that they carry around?
Yeah, the thing you
So
can
walk
and
down the
then
street with
yeah,
it.
it comes with a neck strap. So you just throw it around your neck and you don't have to worry about dropping it.
That's hilarious.
So I bought 2 of them and I had one in each hand and I was just going back and forth
Of course
walking
you
down the
did.
street.
Yeah.
The twins.
I was drunk by like 9 o'clock in the morning in Vegas the
As you
first time.
should be.
That's how
But I
you do
As you
Vegas.
should be.
Stayed that way for 3 days. I didn't sleep because you don't know what time it is most of like I walked up, they drugged me up to the hotel room and they were like, take a nap. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. And they're like, take a nap. And the next thing I know, I'd slept for an hour and a half. That was it for 3 days. We got on the plane to go home and I was like, fuck this. I don't
I'm never
go to
going
Vegas.
back.
I don't go to Vegas anymore. I have to go because the girl that does my hair is out there and she can't come home because of COVID. So I'm going to have to go to Vegas. And that's going to be,
Have you already made a trip down there?
I've been there, but
I mean, to get your hair done recently since COVID.
she was my roommate in college. So she used to do my hair when she still lived out here. And she comes home every night. Like she colors extensions and stuff like that for me and sends them to me and all that other stuff. But now I've got to we're just going to have to stay in a hotel or something like that and party there because you can't do anything.
Yeah.
But we'll still have fun.
That's amazing though that you go down there to get your hair done.
I absolutely if she's home or something like that, she'll, there's one girl that I trust to trim it, but I won't let anybody color my hair but her. Like nobody else can do it.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. That's a lifetime advertisement.
Sure.
Right? She's awesome.
Yeah, that's a lifetime advertisement.
Callie has weed restaurant. Oh, okay. That's you. I was like, who said that?
Tony Grant's dead. Yeah, we were over
Can
here
you,
chatting.
Right. Best hotel. Yeah. What's the deal in Sweden? What's the alcohol thing in Sweden? Why is,
Yeah, what's going on, Jane? You can't buy booze in Sweden or what?
This was not
Not
what we
any-
planned on talking about tonight, but we'll get
No,
to
this is
that.
better.
Off the cusp. Meow. Meow.
Oh, I was like, what am I looking at?
Oh yeah, that freaked you out. That's that wine.
The
No,
terror.
I looked
Yeah, it's
down
that
and Well,
that wine.
I looked over to see what the comment said, and then I looked at the little picture, and I was like, "That's a cat." And then I
That's
looked up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I gotcha."
Jesus.
Ryan said, Vegas is taking deposits year round. I went there rich, and I nearly had to panhandle to get back home.
Yeah.
That's why you buy your return flight before you go.
Oh wow, that's smart. I've never heard anyone say that.
My friend and I went out there. It only cost us like $300 for 2 people to fly round trip and stay at Mandalay Bay for 3 days. And that
Wow.
was
room included?
that was 10 years ago,
Jesus Christ.
before Mandalay Bay became the place you don't want to be.
Why? What's wrong with the Mandalay Bay?
That's where that when they
The dude.
shooting at the festival, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole says sweet.
Only
sweet
bottle
after
shops and
journey.
so expensive. Ooh. That's not
That's
fun.
like here too. We only have like private liquor stores or government liquor stores or whatever. At least in my province, they have like off sale, but you can't buy it at like Walmart or anything like that. You have to go
Why,
to a
what do you mean? But what do you mean government liquor stores?
because they tax it, so the government takes the money from all the booze sales.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So there's the
I mean,
liquor
it's taxed here too, but it's not like like some like there's places that you go where like it's a dry county or something like that. But
Yeah, but you guys would pay like your state taxes or whatever the fuck that is on your shit.
Yeah, that whole clusterfuck of robbery.
Yeah,
But Joe, is cannabis legal where you live?
yes, yeah,
Just completely medical, recreational, and all of that.
whatever. Anybody can go buy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no card or nothing. You just walk into the store and they'll tell you what you're getting, type of thing.
Some state, I want to say Oregon.
Oregon's doing it.
Yeah,
They everything.
Decriminalized everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I heard that.
So what do you
good.
think? Is that it's
I think it's good. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? Are you going to talk? You going to talk?
aw,
Oh, what a catch to that. That's what I'm saying.
what do you think, Kat? Do you think it's okay that all dope is legal there now?
This guy's a friggin' huge pothead.
yeah, it's cool.
He said, meow. Yeah, what do you think, Sarah? You think that's a good idea to legalize
everything?
I mean, it's not legal.
With stipulations. Let me say, I don't mean to cut you off, but with stipulations. So the stuff that I read about it says, with reasonable amounts. You can't have a duffel bag full of cocaine and think that they're going to send you
That's
home
right,
because once you break those guidelines and you're still breaking, committing crimes.
Yeah,
That's right.
because then they're going to get you for distributing.
Yeah, so you're doing, it's not
like
a free for all.
Personal.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as long as it's personal, that it's kind of seems like it's a free for all. That's not what it is. But
yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm on my way to Oregon," and it's like that's not really the whole point of it. I think
that's my thing.
What they're trying to do is keep these people from being like sent to jail, where that stuff is it's still you can go to jail and you're not going to get clean. Like that stuff is still being brought in. It's still there. The purpose of it, from what I understood, was to avoid sending those people to jail and instead get them into rehabilitation.
Get them the help that they need, or even the environments to be able to enjoy the drugs they want to do without being harassed or prosecuted and all that. And that's true. I get that part. I agree with you on that. It does make sense.
It's bullshit. How many people are in jail for fucking pot in the States? You know what I mean?
A lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
Biden's trying to overturn a lot of that stuff.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's a real slippery slope, though, to say it's okay to do anything here. Come here, because some drugs change people. Yeah. So I don't want you coming. I don't want you coming to my neighborhood thinking that it's okay to have a personal amount of PCP or crystal meth or some of these drugs that they're way beyond. There's no recreational crystal meth. There's no recreational PCP. No. I don't want people to think that's okay and then come hang out at the park with me and my kids because everything is okay. It just seems like a real free for all to me.
Right.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking
it's very I think if you're gonna do that, it has to be very, very clear, like what is acceptable and what's not.
Absolutely.
Like if you're at home and that's what you choose to do at home, then you're not hurting anybody doing that. But I feel like the second you go out into a public area where if you're on something that's hallucinogenic or that's altering your perception,
that
like,
changes everything.
That's a whole new ballgame, because I feel like then you should still be able to be prosecuted for driving under the influence, or whatever the case may be, because you don't know, your perception is altered. You don't, your reality is not the same as everybody else's at that point. So I feel like
fucking rights. Fucking rights.
Yeah, like if you want to get it and you want to go home and you want to do it, it's like you have your to-go alcohol now. Since the pandemic has hit, they put it in a to-go cup, they slap the lid on it, they put a piece of tape over it. You have your straw. If you get pulled over and your straw is open, then you can get in trouble. If the tape is on it and your straw is still sealed, you're fine. It's kind of the same sort of deal. Like if you were to get caught with it on your way home, as long as you can tell the package hasn't been tampered with, then okay, go home and do what you're going to do. But I think it's a different story.
I think you should be, if you're whatever choices you're going to make, as long as it's not fucking up somebody else's program, then who's anyone to say how like I used to do like fucking hallucinogens and just fuck off and just take off, walk around town. I wouldn't drive, but I'd tootle off and so yeah, perception's all crazy for sure.
Did you ever see anything that would make you respond in an odd way? Did you ever I don't know about hallucinogens, but
did I see like fucking demons and start chasing after
or maybe something, maybe a kid said something to you and it was a completely different.
No, I wouldn't. The only thing I did, I went into a store to grab a drink on Zoomers one time, and I was like looking at the clerk. The till started to like go like big and small like this. And I was like, just fucking staring like this. And I was like, all right. And I just like walked up to my buddy I was with. He was on Zoomers too. I was like, I'll be outside. Have a good time. People think that when you're on that, you're like completely out of control, but you're still very much like, for at least for like acid and Zoomers that I've done, or even ecstasy, you're still very much there.
Yeah.
It's not to me. It was never like, okay, I got this now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like I could always know. And for me, like I would use like Zoomers and acid was always such a crazy, like it's almost like a vision quest in a way. Like some of the shit, if you get in your head and it changes some of your thought patterns and the stuff you kind of like unlock in your head and shit like that, it's like, whoa, like that's fucking crazy. Like especially acid. Nicole's never smoked weed before.
What?
Never?
What? Nicole!
What I miss? I was texting my mom.
Nicole has never smoked weed before.
What did I miss? I was texting my mom.
You should, Nicole.
Just
Girl, listen.
You should.
When the world lets us go places again.
Oh God, she's going. Sarah's going with a duffel bag.
Look. She let you know. She said, nah. And is that an owl? She put an owl there to let you know. No. She said, "Share who?" She said, "Never who." You talking to me? Who?
Yeah. When the world lets us go places again, you're coming over here.
Jesus.
I used to be that person. I was that person until I smoked for the first time. I was like, I'm never gonna smoke with you guys. They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, fuck all of you. No, I'm not. And I got in the truck one day and they ruined my life, bastards. Fucking bastards. Ruined my goddamn life. Gave me more things to be addicted to.
No,
but you should, Nicole.
My parents raised me like super church kid. We were in church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. I was on the Bible quiz team.
Holy shit.
Weed was a very bad thing. Alcohol was a very bad thing. I hit 8th grade. All of that changed.
Yes, indeed.
All of a sudden, alcohol was not such a bad thing. And then my freshman year, all of a sudden, weed wasn't such a bad thing. And I will never forget that. Like there's a little gas station in my hometown, and a friend of mine worked there. So we would go sit, and it was one of those little ones. They got the tables in there, and you can sit and hang out or whatever. Like small town, now you do whatever. We were all sitting in there, and this dude was like, "You want to go smoke in the cooler?" And I was like,
Hell yeah.
"Yeah, let's go." So we go into the walk-in cooler, and we're standing
Nice.
there behind like the like the top and all that other stuff. And I've got this blunt on my lips, and I turn and look at the door, and there's our fucking high school principal getting a Pepsi out, and I'm like,
Whoa.
he didn't see me. I don't know how, but I have never, like, I would not come out. I sat in the cooler for like an hour and a half, and I was blazed out of my skull, and I was just like, he saw me. I know he saw me. And our woodshop project for that semester was building a playhouse for his kids. So 2 days later, I had to be at his house for an hour and a half during my last period of school. And I was just like, I know he saw me. I know he saw me.
He knows. He knows.
The weed had you paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
Absinthe. See, I've never done absinthe. I've never tried that.
I haven't either.
I've watched people do that, but I've never done it. I was always, I was scared of that. I was like, I'll fucking do acid and shit. I'm not doing
Okay, education for Tony again.
Absinthe is booze that's like it's like a hallucinogenic booze basically, or it can be. It's apparently made of like, what is it, wormwood? Something's the key ingredient, which is like
But it's an alcohol.
Yeah, it's the shit. Isn't that shit that Van Gogh drank and he like cut his ear off?
Wow,
I think so.
It's so good that I didn't know about.
Someone in
that
the
when I was
comments
18.
tell me I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was shit that Van
I would
Gogh
have
drank.
absolutely been drinking that shit, and I wouldn't have an ear right now.
No. Yeah, exactly.
I'd be drinking the hell out of that shit.
Because you have to like, it's like something like you pour it over a sugar cube and then light something on fire to burn off some of the alcohol.
Oh no, that's too
Hang
much
on.
work. And I don't even think something burning off my alcohol. Less alcohol to drink. Fuck absinthe.
Just some of it. So you don't go, fucking blind.
Here, look.
It's either all the drink or no drink. All the drink or no drink. Get out of here, absinthe. Okay. Pass me a 40.
That's see what I'm saying. I'll take the fucking
so
big bear over here.
Here's what you're supposed to do. How to drink absinthe. I looked this up for us.
The Green Fairy is like a ritual booze. That's right. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so drinking absinthe straight is not recommended because the spirit has a powerful flavor and high alcohol content. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have killed myself.
Beyond the potential of burning your taste buds, absinthe is so strong that it can be dangerous if you drink too much. That's not to say that absinthe cannot be enjoyable. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Dilute it with water by pouring it over a sugar cube. The traditional preparation is called an absinthe ritual, and you can try the absinthe drip. There's also a safe way to flame absinthe and to ease into its distinct taste, cocktail recipes to mix it up.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, just
it has a cool name, but I just want to open that shit and pour it.
Is that the shit that Van Gogh drank?
You don't get off work and then go home to work more to get drunk. Okay. The name is complicated. You should know by the name right there.
That sounds like a name that you won't be able to say when you're drunk what you were drinking.
Well, you got there some amethyst.
Amarillo. Armadillo. I don't know the fuck. This might be armadillo piss. I don't know what it is. You got to try.
Oh, the evening before he cut off his ear, he was drinking absinthe. It doesn't say if that's
useless knowledge. Thank you.
Then, but at the time,
no, he was fucking crazy. That's why he did it. But he was drinking absinthe.
How many kids did he have?
Van Gogh.
How many kids did Van Gogh have?
Sitting here, dad.
Did he have some kids?
Hang on, we'll find out.
If he had kids,
this is a history lesson now. We were talking about parties and shit.
I totally get it.
That's why he cut off his fucking ear. And you know what? He bled to death before he had time to cut off the other one. That's what happened.
Van Gogh had no children of his own.
Well, he must have been a heavily involved uncle or something, because cutting off.
He did live in a small studio apartment with a prostitute, and she had a 4-year-old. I get it now. Like, I totally get it now.
You see me? Did you see me connect those dots? He was
But I
tired of
think
that bastard.
he had something wrong with his ears, like, or he was either schizophrenic or he had like tinnitus or something. He had something wrong with his ears. That's why he
Tinnitus.
cut.
That was Tinnitus was the kid's name. Whenever I think something's hilarious, nobody else ever laughs. That's the Cosmos crapping on me.
That's because we're dads, so shit's funny. That's funny.
That was his name, Tinnitus. That's what they said was wrong. It just happened to have the same name as the earring thing. But no, that was that damn kid. He just died before he got to free himself totally. You trying to get the hell out the Matrix? Poor guy.
Right?
Taking the fucking black.
Olivia
pill.
said hi.
Yeah.
What did she say? You always want to.
She
Oh,
said
She
she
always
was
wanted to try absinthe.
You always want
Go
to try
for
what? Cutting your ears off? Don't cut your ears off, girl. You need your ears for your sunglasses.
sunglasses, earrings. I almost ripped my ear off a couple of days ago because of my
Fucking
earrings.
around
But
throwing
Oh,
fastballs
that's
in the
terrible.
house. Jesus Christ.
I
Do you
finished
take them off with a pneumonic pump?
well, okay, so I don't wear my jewelry very often, and I was sitting there and I had organized everything, and I was like, I have all this shit and I paid all this money for it. Why don't I ever wear this? So I had put earrings on, and I was cleaning the house, and then I decided when I was done, I wanted to go out and throw a few balls like into the net. Like I have a return net on the back patio. I wanted to pitch a little bit, and it's fast pitch, like softball pitching, so underhanded. So I wind up and I come around and I have these big hoops on, and my arm is just like this and just rips it, catches the earring, jerks my whole head sideways. And I stopped and went and looked, and I had ripped like through both sides. It's almost all the way to the end of my earlobe. And it's
Wow.
still bleeding. I probably should have gone to the hospital or something, but it's
Yes.
still bleeding a little bit.
Still
It'll be
bleeding?
okay. Yeah.
Fucking 2 days ago, like Sunday,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Just drink some more wine. You'll be
Drink
Some
okay.
more. Drink some
More
absinthe.
wine.
You don't have ears anymore.
It's kind of, it's one of those things where like if when I lay on my side or something and it rubs it, it'll pull it back apart and then it starts bleeding again. Like during the day, it's okay.
Well,
But-
I mean, Van Gogh was also a genius as well as a crazy man. Maybe he has something there. You maybe should cut yours off.
Just
I
the
don't wanna
part that's
do that.
bugging You.
Just the top half. You need the bottom piece for your earrings. So just leave the lobes.
Well, but see,
Just
that's the
the
part
lobes
that's
are-
ripped is just the
Oh
lobe.
yeah. Okay, we got to figure something else out.
Yeah, I have to do something else there. That's not going to work.
Yeah, we'll just leave it alone.
What the hell is it?
We'll leave it alone. Put some Bactine on it.
It'll be
Bactine.
fine.
Just spray it.
Or some Neosporin.
Right? Like, well, and see, I am the worst person. I'm the person that makes a list and I forget it at home every time. We got to Walmart tonight and I was like, there's something else that I know I should put it in my phone and I never do.
So I told my wife the easiest way to do that, to keep the shopping, not leave it at home, just make a running list on your phone. Open up a notes paper.
Mhm.
Every time you look and you don't see it, jot it down. That way you
That's
don't
what
even
I
have to
have to
remember to go
do.
look.
Nick
Yeah,
would have
Just
stitched my
constantly
ear.
moving.
Nick, I might still need you to stitch it up for me. I don't know. Like it's doing
She
something. But
does.
and
Yes.
see, I do like I have the little reminders thing on my phone and I can just put shit in whenever. I never do. Or I get to the store and I forget that I put it all there and I walk out and I'm like, I have a list of like 40 things in my reminders and I didn't get any of them. But I was
God damn it.
yeah, I was at this and I was like, I'm getting everything I need tonight.
Just
'Cause I don't
imagine
wanna
if you were
come
at
back.
the grocery store where they gave you booze. You wouldn't have bought anything at all.
What wouldn't have
No, I
mattered?
I would have bought a bunch of shit, but none of it would have been what I needed. I finally remembered. I have been trying to remember to get Band-Aids for like 3 weeks. I got the Band-Aids. I forgot the Neosporin. I did remember to get hair color because I found some grays right here, and we're not having that mess happen. I'm not doing that.
No,
So,
never.
yeah, no.
You're not gonna go gray.
I am not ready for that.
What's that? Oh, that's your cat.
That's my cat.
They're prominent now.
Her hair started moving like never. Are you sure?
Really? Are we really going to do that? And if the girl that does my hair sees this, I'm sorry, Kelly, I can't wait until I get out to Vegas at the end of the month. I have to do it now. There's too many.
It's happening
So
now.
I apologize. She's going to be mad. She's going to be like, what are you doing? But it's okay.
It'll be fine.
It's nothing wrong with a little gray.
I can't handle it. I'm not ready yet.
It's a badge of honor, they say.
I thought I would have a couple more years before I got there, but I think the 4-year-old that stabs furniture and does other things like that probably is driving me gray a little bit.
I get gray hairs in my beard all the time.
Hey,
Yeah,
hello.
I got a few. I used to fight back against them. Now I let
What
them hang
happened?
out.
It's all
Yeah,
about the
it's just
salt
too
and pepper
much.
cleaning, right? There you go.
Yeah, well,
Like,
you know,
I
it was
don't-
different when it was just one, and then two,
Yeah.
and then three. Then
Yeah.
their cousins sprout up over here. So I'm like, oh, hell with it.
See,
It's
like
too
the
much.
ones that are like underneath the top layer, I'm fine with. But I ran my fingers through my hair the other day and found a whole streak of them here and right here, and they were just sprout. They're all real short, and I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not
No.
ready for that yet."
Yeah, I don't have any grays on top. Just my beard. And you know, sorry, mom, if you're watching, but I'm gonna say it. And my balls, couple on my balls, two on my beard. But but not on top. Not on top. Unity. I thought they would like to know that, and I don't think my mom is watching.
Everyone's welcome.
She got better shit to do.
Shut-
Yeah, my mom is my mom, she is oh my goodness, she has a degree in theology. My mom is a doctor of theology, I believe so. She spends a lot of her time, you know, in church things, churchy stuff, you know, reading the Bible, teaching about the Bible, all that good stuff. So I strongly believe that she supports everything that I do on mute. I don't think I'm serious. I don't think she listens. I think she watches the videos and she enjoys what's going on, but she probably hasn't heard a word I said on the internet in 6 or 7 years.
Might be
So
for the best.
even if she is watching, I'm not using sign language, so she didn't know I'm talking about my balls. Maybe if I was doing like this or something, she'd probably think I was talking about my balls. But I love my mom. Peace out,
Like
mom.
that dance you did there.
The balls dance.
I had to finally just take my mom off of. My mom finally got a Facebook. She's 79 years old. She finally got a Facebook, and then she added me immediately. And I called her, and I was like, "Are you sure you want to go down that road?"
You want to do
And
this?
she was like, she goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "I kind of just do whatever I want on there, and I don't really care what anybody thinks. So if you think you may be embarrassed by something that I post, you probably don't want to be friends with me on there, because if you call the first time you call me, I'm blocking you." And
Yeah, I've gotten a couple calls.
yeah, so she, you know, I kind of stayed off of there, and I stuck
Couple.
more to Twitter and Instagram, and I was like, it'll be fine. I'll just keep things mild on Facebook and do whatever. Well, a friend of mine that I had grown up with says, I had posted this thing, and it said, like, or legend has it, when you can't sleep, it's because you're awake in someone else's dream. Whenever I find you, I'm going to punch you in the throat. So my friend that I grew up with messages me, and she was like, "It was me. I'm sorry." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I had a dream last night that your mom was mad at us because we didn't feed your pets." And so
wow.
I tagged my mom, and I was like, "Why are you still tormenting my friends 30 years later?" She got embarrassed by it. And she tried to call me, and I was working. So I called her back that evening, and she says, "If you ever embarrass me like that again, you can forget where I live." And I was like,
Oh my god.
"What did we do?" Oh my. So I
Wow.
just deleted her. I was like, "You know what? We're good here. We're just going to leave it alone."
Jesus.
Wow. I think the only time my mom called me about a Facebook post, I posted a story about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast or something like that, but it was just kind of a joke. And because I cracked a joke about something that was biblical, she did not like that at all. She told me that if I didn't have my facts straight, I shouldn't be posting it. She told me that I need to do my research. I said, "Mom, it was a joke." She said, "Oh, well, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not taking my shit down." But she wasn't happy about it at all.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, she'll send me a text and ask me what do things mean. But that time she was like, "Oh yeah, you can't be talking about the end of the world and the mark of the beast and all that if you didn't do your research, and if that's not true, and you can't say that about Bill Gates." And I'm like, "All right, Mom, I understand what you're saying. Sorry, leaving it up."
Sorry. Yeah. Let's stay
She
in.
was
Yeah.
she was offended. So sometimes I'll post something I'm doing, and she'll post in the comments, "I didn't listen to it, but you know, keep going. I'm proud of you, but I didn't hear anything you said."
I
And I'm
didn't
like, "That's
listen to
cool.
you.
It's cool. Sometimes I'll start a post with, "Hey mom, turn the sound down."
See, I
Mom,
posted.
you don't want to watch this.
I found this
don't wanna
little
see this.
Calvin
You
and
don't wanna
Hobbes
hear this.
cartoon before I deleted her, and it was Calvin walking like into the kitchen, and his mom sitting there, and it's like, "Hi, mom, it's me, your greatest accomplishment." And I was like, I can't wait till my mom sees this, and then I didn't tag her. And like 5 days later, she calls me, and she was like, "What's this thing you put on Facebook? You do realize that you have siblings, right?" And I was like,
Oh my God.
"My bad.
You were not the greatest one. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
adopted.
my
So what do
favorite.
you want, lady?" And then she's like, "Yeah, you are adopted. So I didn't make you. Therefore, you're not my greatest accomplishment." And I was like, "But you raised me. So it's
Oh,
your
wow.
fault."
Oh wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you gotta block her account.
Yeah, I had to get rid of my mom on Facebook. It didn't go
Yeah.
well.
That's
You guys to be slap boxing in the front yard and Thanksgiving. We can't have that.
Right? Like, she didn't talk to me for like 3 weeks after I tagged her in that one. I was like, "We're just gonna end this now before it
Sure.
gets worse."
professionally we're done. You know.
It sounds like she might win that slap boxing match, so we definitely got to
Sounds hard
change
as
that.
hell, yeah.
She was
She's-
hot.
She's 79 years old and she needs a walker. I think I've got a good chance.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
underestimate
true.
that shit. That's where she gets you right there.
She probably knows some tricks.
She
I
might.
wouldn't put I wouldn't put anything past them. The older you get, the more you learn. She probably got like a James Bond knife in one of the
Right.
legs.
In both
She
of
has
them.
Swing it around.
She used to- I think she sold it, but she used to have a 38 that she kept it like you pick up
38?
her purse. You pick up her purse for her, and it weighed like 700 pounds. You're like, "What do you have in
Nice.
here?" It's like
Nice.
17 years worth of checkbooks and tax records and
Yeah,
and a 38.
And all the checkbooks are rubber band together.
Every receipt she's ever gotten. It's like, oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Olivia said, "You better watch your back."
Like,
That's what I'm
she'll
saying.
swing that bag at me, and I'm done. Like, that's going to be the problem.
Granny gonna knock you out. Hi,
She
JB.
probably is. I feel like- and this is why my mom is not on my Facebook right now, because if she stumbled across this, I would be getting a phone call.
Oh
Right
Lord.
now, she called
Oh,
you
right
right now.
now. She
Shut
called
the
me right
fuck
now.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah, we
believe
gotta
you're
make sure it doesn't happen.
sorry, Mom. Love you, Mom.
You the tea. You the tea.
That's awesome. Fucking 38. The checkbooks are probably more dangerous.
Right?
Banded together like that. Like
And
a
that
fucking
thing is
brick.
like, it's little too, but that thing's got some weight to it. I picked it up one time and I was like, "What the hell?"
Mhm.
Like,
Density.
how's it-
Those rubber bands compress and get smaller over the years and dry out. That shit is like a brick of cocaine or something.
If
Smack
you,
somebody in the
if you
face.
popped one of those rubber bands, you would put an eye out or some shit like that.
It'd be an explosion of paper for 2
Polishing
days.
her razor strap.
Like, oh wow. She sit waiting for you.
She's sitting in the living room at her house right now, going, "I'm gonna throw this as soon as she walks in the door."
Sweet.
That's why I don't go to my mom's house anymore.
What are you going for supper on Sunday?
Right? She'll be like, "Did the kids go to their dad's this weekend? After you pick them up, you should come over." I don't think so, Mom. I don't think so.
Thank you. Not that.
I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here.
I'm afraid of you. No, I'm not. It's fine. That's awesome. What are you guys up to, Olivia? How's the family? JB, you're cool. Like mine. What's up?
What's up, Liv? And everybody.
Cool.
Yeah, what's up to everybody? It was, you know what? I didn't start saying hello and what's up to everybody because it was a lot of people.
All people
Right?
are talking.
Did you
Right?
guys notice that?
We've had people in here this whole time.
Talking
So
tonight. You
before I
guys-
could say something to somebody because I saw them pop up, somebody else popped up. So I was like, dang, okay. That's why I came over to the comments and start chatting with everybody because we weren't able to address them like we have been because it's more than 2 people. Yay!
Yeah, there's more than 2. There's a few. So there you go. Jane in Sweden, Nicole in Germany. I know Jane, you're up early again too.
To hang out with us. God
We
bless
gotta-
you.
I love these people. I love it.
Good
I love it.
people.
We're gonna
hang
make
out.
them. We're gonna get them all on like American, like United States Central Time before this is over, and then when the world finally starts opening back up, they're gonna be like, "Fuck, what do we do now?"
Yeah, for real, right?
My time zone doesn't
It's
change.
opening
I
back
stay
up soon.
central. I stay central. All
And
the
then
time.
Limbo Joe's got to come down here and hang out with us.
Right?
We got to meet up in a centralized location. We all pick a place right in the middle of where all three of us are, and that's where we're gonna meet up and hang out.
I gotta
Exactly.
get a fucking passport.
We got to make sure that it's okay
See-
though, because I don't need any extra problems.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
like-
in America,
Me-
so I got to take some extra steps with my checking, but we'll still find a good spot.
You're right. You're like me and Joe are like in a straight line from each other, and then you're
Yeah,
like all
first just go down and you're over here. Yeah. We'll meet in South Dakota.
like the meeting place. Like if you triangulate that out, the meeting place is probably like some super Mormon community in Utah, and we're gonna be like,
yeah,
Just for
see,
the
that's more of a sway towards my point. I got to make sure I'm not going any place where I got to do any running, or I got to worry about being hung or anything like that. So we're gonna do some extra checking before we book our hotel.
right?
I'm gonna
we
do some
were
extra
all-
checking.
We were all gonna go to Canada and visit Joe, and
Don't come
Like-
That
here.
would be fucking awesome.
Don't come here.
I would much rather do that.
Okay.
we were
come
all
here.
gonna go play. We were gonna go play street hockey with Joe.
That's right.
I would. Hey, that would be fucking dope. I don't know. We should talk about that.
Come to
See, I'm
Canada, fuck, have a barbecue and shit. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that would be dope.
We
'cause
gotta do it when it's warm because his whole negative 50
Dude,
degrees.
listen. Yeah, it's
Not
cold. So, yo, let me tell you
Yeah,
about
we'll
my
figure it
day.
out.
Let me tell you about my fucking day
His day.
today. All right, so it's minus 51 degrees Celsius with the wind right now.
It doesn't even make any sense to me.
That's you can't comprehend a number
You
that
know,
low, right?
You know what's really crazy is when I started like trying to convert when we were talking about it the other day. Like once you get to that point,
Yeah, it's the same.
It's like it's only like 3 or 4 degrees different. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, like 0 degrees Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. When you get all the way down there into the negative 30s and negative 50s,
Yeah,
it's like
only
this.
3 or 4 degrees off.
Oh, it just
So it's
sounds bad.
minus 51 Celsius. So that's like minus 48 Fahrenheit or some shit, I think, around there. But my wife was going to go to her office to mail some checks every so often. She has to go to the office, whatever. But mainly she works from home. But I get a
That was
text at like
hilarious.
6. I get a text at like 6 in the morning saying that the car's fucked. I was like, what
Shit.
happened? It wasn't the car. The tire was flat as hell because the cold wrecked the tire on the car.
Oh wow!
So I had to go out,
Damn.
try to change a tire, but the jack didn't work. So shout out to my brother-in-law Matt for coming over with his jack that worked to get the fucking and his was having trouble because it was so cold. The hydraulic fluid in the jack wasn't doing its business.
Oh, that's
freezing
crazy.
up. Had to do that. Go get the tire fixed and blah blah blah. But it was cold. It was cold as fuck. I'll tell you
I
that.
couldn't imagine that.
Oh, it hurts. I had
Yeah.
3 pairs of gloves on. I had 3 pairs of gloves on, a long sleeve shirt, like a fucking zip up hoodie, and a winter coat, and I was still fucking cold.
You can go out
Two
that, you
pairs
go
of
out to that weather and die. People die in that
You
weather.
fucking
I'm sure,
damn
on a
right
regular
you die.
basis.
Fucking die in that shit all the time. It's crazy. We just gotta keep on living. They don't shut shit down up here for that. They should. If that happened
See-
in America, he'd be done. But,
Here's the bad thing. Like now that
Maybe.
everybody
It
said to
depends
shut
on
down
where.
well, no, but when
business,
they shut it
Yeah,
down, wouldn't
like-
they be like, guys, that's too cold? Like I know there's some states they get a skiff of snow and they're like, yo,
yeah, like places
Yeah.
like Georgia where they're not used to
Georgia.
it. Like,
There's
the
like a
only-
couple flakes on the ground. That's it. It's like, oh, you know, like
Yeah, like the bad thing is now though that they've figured out like online distance learning and shit. If they call a snow day, your kids still have to fucking get on the internet and do their schoolwork, and it's just like, really? Because like
it's a snow day.
I still have to work because I work from home, so I'm on the computer doing all my shit, and my daughter's like, I can't get logged in on this, and I'm just like, you have like go back to bed if you want. Like we can do this later. We've got all day. Like it's fine. Just it's cool.
Snow day.
If and when we come out to the snow, I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do. I've seen snow once, and
No,
I
we're
was
not.
drinking.
We are
You're
not doing
coming
this.
with- Oh, you're not.
We are
coming
not
with-
doing this when there's snow. Like
You
no.
gotta come July.
I'd be out.
July. August.
I'd get eaten by a polar bear or a giant penguin or something real random. Like, yeah, black man from America shows up, and where the hell a polar bear come from? But he got eaten by it. So let's avoid the snow.
Never seen
Yeah,
a polar
like-
bear in here before, but apparently
A snow leopard for the first time ever, which just
Like a
happened to be
mountain
in the same Denny's as me.
Yeah, we'll go to fucking Denny's. Yeah, no problem. -10.
No,
Nicole. -10 is t-shirt weather for me in comparison.
he's laughing in
What?
Canadian right now.
Laughing
Like
in
he did
Canadian.
me.
Compared to the -50 it is right now, I would take -10.
Yeah, we're
Happily.
supposed to, when they posted that map of what the wind chills were going to be on, like Sunday, we're supposed to have -33 wind chill. And I was like,
Yeah, that's cold.
fuck you.
I wouldn't even
And
be
that's
able to
for Oklahoma.
walk
No,
Like,
in that cold.
because I
like,
think
that's-
I
Oklahoma
would go
got that
outside
cold.
and freeze.
No. we do not get that cold out here. Like it's, like it was 75 degrees on Friday.
Yeah.
And I was this close to hopping on Twitter and be like, it's 75 degrees. I feel like I'm in California. And I was like, I better not, because the last time I did that shit, it dropped down real fast. And sure enough, I
There it
thought
is.
it. And 2 days later, it's 12 degrees, feels like 6. Right now, it is, let's see.
I feel like an asshole
It
ever tweeting
feels
about
like
our weather
3.
in California. Yeah, I feel like an asshole. I don't. It feels like such a slap in the face to anybody. Or like when people talk about their disasters and stuff that are going on in their state, I don't say a fucking thing. California is hot all the time and nothing fucking happens here. What kind of asshole would I be?
You guys
to
get
crack
forest
jokes and
fires,
shit?
though. We get
Yeah.
big forest fires. Wildfires.
I mean, that's true. And people lose their homes. God bless them. But
Yeah, that's
tornadoes
crazy.
rip through Kansas. Right?
Yeah.
You guys get tornadoes rip through and destroy people out of nowhere.
Mhm.
You know, what is hurricanes and all these different actual disasters, man, that really like fuck shit up out of nowhere. California don't have none of that. Not even the damn earthquakes. They love hyping up our earthquakes.
I was in San Francisco when I was 10 years old, and there was an earthquake while I was there. I knew nothing about it. My dad was freaking out.
Fuck an
But
earthquake, man.
yeah,
I've been
we
in
got
hundreds of earthquakes in my life. I'm 44 years old. I've never seen a building fall down. Now, it's not to say that they don't happen, and depending on your location, of course, it's going to be a little different.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck an earthquake, man. I don't say shit just because that feels like such a douchey thing to say. Like tweeting about the weather, like I know it's hell no, like an asshole. We don't have shit, and fuck earthquakes. Fuck you earthquakes.
Fuck you, earthquakes.
Been taunting and teasing me my whole life with the big one.
That's just,
Right?
Although, let me chill. Let me chill with that.
just calm down. No.
Yeah, let me chill. Relax.
Yeah, don't
Let me bring my
calm
energy
down.
back down.
calm
You'll
down.
be
Yeah.
floating off into the
You're
fucking
like,
Pacific.
Tony, what's wrong with your phone, Tony? God damn it. I didn't say sorry fast enough.
Holy shit.
You're like, what the fuck
Get
is
under the
going
table,
on?
baby.
What are the odds?
I can't believe
I'm
it.
gonna go buy a lotto
Yeah.
ticket if I survive.
Northridge was a bitch.
Yeah, we had the Northridge earthquake. I think was I walking with my kids to school? No, I was walking with my brother to school, and the ground just shook real fast. And I turned around and looked, and everything was kind of moving. Me and my brother looked at each other and turned around and started running back home. As we turned around, my dad was running down the street like top speed, like a superhero to come and scoop us up. That's the only earthquake memory I have.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
earthquakes.
That's insane. I have like one tornado memory that I saw. That's it. It's like my
See-
dad. I've only seen one. And
You
You're
saw it
getting
like in
blamed for the
person?
next earthquake.
it was fucked up. It went
Look,
right
look.
by
Kiki says she's blaming me for the next earthquake.
That
There you
Pisces
go.
energy's gonna kick in. But, like,
Oh, you guys are not. You adding to it. You are part of the problem. Don't do that.
Here it
Damn,
comes.
you instigating. Stop instigating. Jesus, y'all tripping.
Jesus.
it.
Yeah, you're
Come on,
poking the
God. Did you hear
dragon
what he
here.
said? God, did you hear what said? Ooh, did you hear Tony?
Show him, smite him, oh mighty smiter.
That's supposed to be my friends.
See, I remember being a kid, like, and I lived like, Kansas is a big rectangle. And if you look at the southwest corner, like Colorado's right here, I was right here on the state line. Like half of the town was in Oklahoma, and we were 15 minutes from Colorado. New Mexico was 25 minutes away. So we were right there in the very corner of the state. But it was like our tiny little town and then open field everywhere.
Mhm.
And I remember as a kid, it would be like, oh, there's a tornado. We would be at the softball fields playing games, and they would be like doesn't look like it's going to move into town. And we just keep fucking playing. And I'm sitting there behind the plate, I'm back there catching, and I'm like, yeah, there's a fucking tornado right over there. We're still playing. No big deal. If there's not lightning, you are not calling that game. That's how it was over there.
Yeah.
And then
I'll prefer lightning. Yeah.
When I had my first job, I worked in a hospital, and we had a tornado warning because one had hit outside of town. So we moved all the patients into the hallway, like the most protected hallway in the place. And we all ran out the fucking back door, and we're standing there watching the tornado. And I mean, it's this little skinny thing comes down out of the sky, and we're just watching it to see where it's going to go, standing back there outside the hospital, left the patients in the building. We're like, they're good. Don't worry. It's fine.
What are they going to do? Yeah. Jesus.
They'll be okay. It's totally fine. Don't worry. Like, there were people with them, of course, but if we didn't have to be there, we were outside watching it. And like 6 years ago, I think, my house, like the house I lived in, didn't have a basement, but my kids' grandparents' house had one, and we had a tornado warning. So we walked down, they lived 2 houses away from us. We walked down there, and we got lawn chairs and sat like out in the backyard and watched the storm clouds until the tornado dropped across the highway, like right across the street from us. And we were like, we should probably go in now, and ran in the house. Like, that's how it was. Like, if you heard there was a tornado, you were sitting outside watching it until it looked like it was coming for you. And then you got your ass inside.
Then you got inside. For sure.
That's how, what's her name? That's how Dorothy got caught in the Wizard of Oz, because she was outside looking at that shit. Should have been inside. Should have been in the basement listening to the whistles and horns.
Kansas anymore, right?
Yep.
Right.
And it's all her fault.
They have the town, like I said, where I live, I'm right on the state line now. And the town that I do all my shopping and that I normally would work in and things, they have Dorothy's house, and they have the actual little house from the movie, like the model that they had picked up in the tornado, like the house you see bouncing around in that scene. Mm-hmm. It's there. And they have all these girls that dress as Dorothy, and they take you on tours, and they have all this cool stuff that you can go see. And it's a real big deal here. Like the Munchkins from the movie used to come, and it was like this big thing.
That's hilarious.
Is there also a Superman culture?
No.
Clark Kent
where's the
culture?
love for fucking Superman? That's bullshit.
There should be. Wow. There probably is, like closer to wherever he was supposed to be from.
Yeah, there should be, because he's real. The Wizard of Oz is fake. Superman's real.
Right?
What are they doing?
Yeah, they probably have something like close. I can't even remember. What town was he from in Kansas? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
State Line Street. Like I lived on the I lived a block.
Oh, that's what. Okay, State Line Street. Oh, okay. With the tag. What tag? Oh, with the lag.
I lived on the edge tornado watching. What's with the lag?
Yeah, I don't know what's it.
Is there a lag? Sorry, guys.
There's a delay. It's like 10 to 15 seconds between what we say and what broadcast out. So there's a little bit of a.
She said,
tornadoes will get my 45.
Dang, Olivia, you've been drinking some wine too, I see.
Superman in DC. Hashtag Marvel. That's what I'm saying. Good job.
Well, how come we can't love them equally?
You can. It's fine.
And the only reason I say that is because they're 2 completely different types of movies.
Well, see, I like Superman and Batman, but I didn't like...
they're all confusing as hell to me.
They suck. I like the Marvel
old
movies.
Batman movies. That was cool. But
the Michael Keaton ones?
The DCU movies that they started competing with the Marvel movies with, like Aquaman and all that. Dude, none of those fucking movies ever make any goddamn sense.
Justice League and all that shit, I thought they're fucking stupid.
Shit just happens for no reason. Like a Wonder Woman is walking and having a conversation, and then the scene changes and something's blown up. And I'm like, well, what the fuck happened?
Hey,
they never explain why.
All the other DC movies I don't give a shit about. Don't leave my Wonder Woman out of this.
Well, I'm using that's a bad example actually, because her movies are pretty. They're cut and dry. It's not a lot of confusion.
I haven't watched the new one yet, but that first one was.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I am not a movie crier. Okay, so we were going to talk about movies that I was
going to say, this is one movie that Sarah has apparently fucking seen
this movie like 700 times probably, because Wonder Woman is my favorite superhero. But I am not a movie crier. I do not get emotional during movies, I bawled like a fucking baby in Wonder Woman. Like I was in the theater, ugly crying, and my daughter
Wow.
was sitting there, and she was trying to hold it together, and she was like. And I looked over at her and she looked at me and I was like, Mom, and I was like, it's okay, you can cry, it's fine. And she just lost her shit. And, like I've cried maybe in 2 movies. The other one was A Dog's Life.
Wow.
I never
That's
saw
it.
that. There you go.
But I don't do 3. Man on Fire. I cried.
Oh
during
yeah, yeah. Man on Fire was
You
damn
could-
near there.
if you
Fucking
didn't cry-
The allergies
if you
hit
didn't-
right at the end all the
If
time.
you didn't cry at the end of that movie, you are a heartless son of a bitch. Like that movie was
That
so.
was- that was a good
That's
movie.
why I don't do I like stupid comedies, like Will Ferrell movies, Kevin Hart movies, like The Hangover, shit like that. That's my jam. I don't like to feel things when I'm watching a movie.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah,
The campaign.
Ryan
That's what the campaign. The campaign.
yeah. I love Ryan Reynolds movies because no matter what he's doing, it's funny.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I want to watch. Like I have never seen The Notebook. Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna watch it. It's not gonna happen. I'm not a serious movie person. I have, however, watched Tangled like 750 times, and I know I can sing all the songs.
Oh Jesus.
My kids were watching it the other day, and I burst into their room and started singing the little song when she jumps out of the tower, and we had a good time. But I don't do serious movies.
There you go. What was your favorite comic, Olivia, or your favorite Marvel hero? Not DC, just Marvel. That's what I want to know. Tony chimes in. I like them both.
Huh? What happened?
I watched Escape or History shit. Yeah, see, I like documentaries too. I like that. I watch documentaries.
Yeah.
That's my new thing now.
That's my boy Zane that just tapped in right there. I've been knowing this cat for a very, very long time.
Mhm.
Me and him are good friends, and I'm glad he came to support me and all that.
Batman,
Hey, I appreciate
X-Men.
you, Z. Good looking out, bro.
Okay,
He
who's
said
your
Batman,
favorite
yeah.
X-Man, Olivia?
Batman
Who's
is
your
top notch for me. Batman and Superman. That's what I grew up. Those are the comics. I got I think 30-year-old Batman and Superman comics in my closet
That's
right
tight.
now.
That's tight. They're probably worth something.
But I liked all the comics because when I was a kid, it was all the same thing to me. Escapism.
Mhm.
Getting the fuck away from reality. So
Yeah.
I knew Batman and Iron Man weren't the same person, but as far as I'm concerned, they live in the same place. Besides
That's
those damn comic books.
Mhm.
That's why
Yeah.
I started reading comics when I was a kid. I just like to escape. So the movies I watch, I don't really like movies that make me think or feel too much emotion, especially involving children.
Yeah.
But just way out ass movies that take me completely off of my square. I watched Gravity. Have you guys seen the movie Gravity?
Yeah.
No, I saw you
Oh.
talking about that, but I haven't.
No spoiler alerts. I won't give any spoiler alerts. I know I'm really
Go
good.
ahead.
At
I'm
spoiler
never gonna
alerts.
watch it.
Well, it's about space, and it's only 3 actors in the whole movie.
It's like
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah, and I wasn't in a hurry to watch a George Clooney Sandra Bullock movie, but this movie is really dope because it takes you literally off the fucking planet and into a completely different place. I love movies that do that. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
like to
cool.
see crime movies about
Okay.
kids. Wolverine.
Wolverine,
Olivia,
that's right. There you go.
That movie, I was this close during Wolverine. Like I almost started crying.
What, the last one? That old man Logan?
I think she
Logan?
might be saying that's her favorite Marvel character.
That's
Yeah.
her favorite Marvel character.
Like the
Wolverine.
Logan,
Logan movie was fantastic.
Logan got like that one. I was real.
That was close for
watching
me
that.
too.
I had my oldest with me, and we went to see it. And I was just like, I was sitting there at the end, and he was like, "Mom, are you gonna be okay?" And I was like, "Bro, like, I am invested in Hugh Jackman as Wolverine at this point. Like, we've been through a lot together. Like, you gotta calm down on me."
Logan
the
was
one-
awesome.
The one movie that, like, see, my daughter has movies that she likes, and if there's something she likes, we go see it. And my oldest, like, his big thing was he got way into the Hunger Games, and he
Okay.
liked Star Wars.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, people are gonna get real fucking mad at me over this. I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I don't.
It's fine.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. But the Hunger Games, I took my son, and we got pretty into it. So we went to all 3 of them on opening night together. Or, well, I guess there were 4. came to
Is
the
there
movie.
4?
Yeah,
Jesus.
there were 4 because they split the last book into 2 parts. And when we went to the 4th one, I had read all the books, so I knew what was coming. And like they're in the 4th one, they blow all the kids up.
Ooh.
And I was sitting there watching it, and I knew it was coming, and I was sitting there like this. And my son was like, "Mom, you got to watch it." And I was like, "I can't watch it. I can't watch kids get blown up, dude. I can't do this. I can't do it. Like, I can't. I can't handle it."
No place in my brain for it.
I love
Logan
Star
was
Wars.
like-
Go
Logan
ahead, though.
was-
Isn't that something? That's something.
Thank you for that. Like you just
You gotta watch The Mandalorian on Disney and see this woman's uncle do his business.
we tried to the little one, like the little dude wanted to watch Mandalorian. He thought it looked cool, and they had seen Baby Yoda, and they wanted, like, 5 minutes in, he was kind of scared because it's like that real dark, like just the way it's shot is kind of weird. My daughter's
I'm more of a Spaceballs fan. Yeah, I like Spaceballs too. They jammed the radar. Raspberry. It's classic. Lord Helmet or whatever the hell his name was. Lord Big Helmet. Mandalorian is dope as fuck. 100%. I love that shit. God damn it. I'm not even a super big Star Wars guy, but The Mandalorian is perfect.
I guess maybe I should watch it.
You better watch it, bro.
I keep trying to
I will
watch
when it comes on TNT.
No, it's not. It's only Disney Plus, dude.
Well, then I probably will never see it. I watch all fancy movies on TNT.
It's a series.
By the time it comes on TNT, everybody's already seen it, so I can talk about it.
They got 2 seasons.
There was a show that was on TNT. They only did 2 seasons of it. It was called Good Behavior. It's one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was about this chick was, I think it's on Hulu now, but this chick was like this. She was hardcore strung out drug addict. Like, she was a thief. And she robs this hitman. And he ends up catching up to her. And so like the next 2 seasons, like, it's just this whole real fucked up story of what's going on between the 2 of them and all this other stuff. And it was a pretty crazy show, but it was really good. And they only did 2 seasons, and then they canceled it, and I was really pissed off.
I hate that when they do that shit. They only do 2 seasons of something and say, well, bye. Like The Punisher on Netflix. That was the shit. They should have
Oh, yeah.
5 seasons, not 2 or 3. That's all there is.
There's always something new around the corner.
What do you mean how?
Yeah.
My daughter's asking me what a hitman is and how they kill people. However they want them killed, basically. You can come say hi if you want to, since you're already in here. No? Well, then go to bed. Well, go take some melatonin.
Daredevil's good too. That was a good
that
series.
was, yeah. Dude, that was one. I'm not a big TV person. Like, there's only been maybe, like, in my whole life, I can think of, well, in my adult life, like Weeds, Dexter. I'm so glad that's coming back because they ruined that movie at the end. Californication. I loved that show.
Yeah. Yeah,
David
that was good.
he was brilliant in that show. I got into Queer as Folk for a while. That was a good show. Criminal Minds,
Criminal Minds, yeah, that's
Good Behavior, and Fixer Upper. Those are the only TV shows I have ever given.
You had said the other day when we were talking to the brother Steve last week, or was it last week? And you had your Magnolia.
Magnolia.
And I was like, Chipping whatever, and I was like, who the fuck? I've heard of that. What the fuck is that from? That no,
Fixer Upper. Yeah. I loved that show. That's I don't know what the answer to that is, I guess. However, that's right, isn't it? Like a hitman kills them however they want them
killed. Exactly. That's the mark of a true hitman.
Unless you meant why would someone, why would a hitman exist? Because
I think she needs somebody else killed. I think she probably gets it because there's a lot of times her and her brother fight like cats and dogs. She's not in here anymore, so it's cool. They fight a lot. Like they have both. My 4-year-old was running around flipping people off, but he didn't know what it was. And so I had to explain to him, like, you don't do that. It makes people mad.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, that we'll be driving somewhere, and all of a sudden from the back seat, Lila's giving me the middle finger. Jack gave me the middle finger for, like, they just go after each other, flip it. And I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? I think at this point in time, she can understand the concept of a hitman because she's probably felt that way a few times.
She's probably felt like today.
See,
My
like,
4-year-old.
She's like, oh, is that the name of the man that I need to hire? Thanks, Mom.
That's who I need to
Take care
call.
of Jack.
That's probably what she's doing. She's on her way back to her room to call a hitman. There's the
Like,
cat.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, do I know anyone?
Hmm.
See, Californication, what that show was so good and it ended perfectly. They like Weeds didn't end very well. Dexter sucked. I don't know. Kiki agrees to something, but I don't remember what we were talking about.
True Blood was good too. I didn't get into that. I didn't give a shit about vampire movie things like that. I go fuck.
Penelope is my girl, but I was more like I'm more of a JJ fan as far as the Girls on Criminal Minds goes.
Okay, see, there you go. Yeah, I was a Hotchner fan. Thank you.
See, I liked Hotchner. See, Dr. Reed was always my guy on Criminal
Yeah,
Minds.
Spencer. Yeah, he's your boy. But
And I loved Shamar Moore. And then when he left, I didn't think they'd be able to replace him with somebody that was worth a shit. And then they brought in Adam Rodriguez, and he was perfect. So I loved that too.
there's your cat.
My cat won't. She's all fucking with me now. See, I never watched True Blood either, though.
I've heard it was good. I know people that swear by it, but I'd never. They're bringing that shit back too, aren't they? I heard that.
I haven't heard anything about it.
But talking about kids and kids flipping people off today, my 4-year-old walked up to me and punched me right in the face.
Oh, wow.
Just a straight shot right in the eye. And my eye's like all swollen up here. So I didn't get in a fight. I got punched in the face by myself because I told him not to beat up his little brother.
That's terrible.
I said, don't beat up your little brother, dude. And he just walked up to me. So,
Oh, that
What did you
bully.
I was like, what the fuck? What did I do, bro? Come on. I didn't do nothing. I thought, but I was like, well, see how it feels. But no, can't do that. You're like, you're not a man.
Not yet. Wait your turn, you
Remember that.
bastard.
Remember that. When you're 18, just out of the blue for no reason. Hey, poof. That was for when you were 4. I didn't forget.
This I will agree with 100%. No, like that's, I should probably just give up and go ahead and post that clip from Easy Out the other night when my child came in and he was sitting. I have a little couch over here and he's sitting over there and he's making all kinds of noise and he's wanting something. And I was like, you're going to have to wait until I'm done, dude. See, at least he's punching up.
Punching up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna have to wait till I'm done. Like, go do something when I'm done. Like, I'll fix it later, but I can't walk away right now. So he walks to the door, turns around, and says something, motherfucker, and everybody hears it. So I'm trying to be serious and tell him that that's not okay. And my 2 co-hosts are on the screen losing their shit. So I'm trying not to laugh at them. And I'm trying to tell him, you can't talk like that. So he says it again.
Oh, no.
And then he walks off. And I'm just like.
That's hilarious.
Then my daughter comes in here just now. Hopefully nobody heard her, but she was like, can I have some of your wine?
Oh,
No. No, you can't. No, and you can't ask me that when I hate kids. Kids are the worst.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I love my children, but these two, like, you know how there's a thing on Facebook that says, like, if your first kid is calm and well behaved, like, that's Mother Nature's way of fooling you into have another one. So that will be a no limit soldier that doesn't like to sleep and slaps.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's both of my other two.
What if that's backwards? What if the first one is,
You're
wound up?
fucked on the second one is what I figured out. Because my oldest, super mellow, super chill, cool guy. Yeah. You can't whoop that ass when you're live with like 20 people watching. So by the time I got done, I was like, why did you say that? And he was like, what did I say? And I'm like,
You know what you said.
you want me to roll the tape back so you
I
can
was
hear
trying to
it?
trick you. Say it again, Mom. Yeah. What did I say, Mom?
He got me on
Classic.
that today. We
Yeah.
were driving down the highway and I had some music. I had some old Il Nino like turned up real loud. And because he wanted to hear it. And it was I Am Loco. So it gets to, that one line. And I'm like, I'm going for it. And I hear him from the back seat screaming it. And I'm like,
That's where you got it.
what do I do there? Because he was
It's
like,
when
Mom,
you're singing it.
yeah, he's like, Mom, you can't say that word. And I'm like, but you did.
That's one of those classic scenarios. I call it entrapment.
Yeah. He was like, Mom, you can't say that word. And I was like, it's just in the song. And he's like, so can I say it if it's in the song? And I'm like, you probably don't need to. And he was like, but it's in the song. And I'm like,
But I know the song. I'm singing the song, and I'm going to go for it right now.
yeah. And he does if that song is on, he is going for it. And he is going to be as loud as he possibly can. And then he's going to jump out of the car all hyped up and run into school like it's the best day ever. It is. It's entrapment. It really is.
It is. They get you. They get you right there. Entrapment. That's what we call it.
Yeah, they're crazy. Guys, I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Start. Yeah, I got to start getting myself together for my next work day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I do
you
too.
know. Yeah.
Fortunately,
Me
all I
too.
have to do is roll out of bed and walk back into this room.
I got to fly to the
I'm on
UK
my
and
way
do
to
the
that
morning
life.
show.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm on my way to that life. I got to get up, get dressed, and leave my abode. Yeah, you lucky bastards. Everybody listening, go tap into Tony'sTshirtCompany.com.
Yes.
Use the code INLIMBO. 35% off your purchase. Check out. I got some new. I think I got some new stuff up there. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
some new stuff up
Check it
there.
out anyway.
If you guys haven't checked out Tony's podcast yet, How to Become an Alcoholic, check that shit out too. That's great.
Oh yeah, check it out. Come tap
Yeah.
in. New episodes every Friday at noon.
and they're good.
There you go. Check
I
out How to Become an
appreciate that.
Alcoholic.
And it's only 2 episodes up.
So you got plenty of it.
Anchor.fm/HTBAA. How to become an alcoholic. HTBAA.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, and
Guys,
Y'all
we're
come back.
tweeting that, so be on the lookout. We're showing y'all where it's at.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Y'all be careful. I'm talking to you two, not the audience, talking to y'all, to my peoples. You guys be careful. Take care of each other and all that good stuff.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. All right.
She's
well,
got
I'm
her
out of
ball to finish up it. I can go do a radio show.
This is it.
here. You guys be careful.
This
You
is
too,
it.
Tony. Peace, man.
Peace.
Good night, everybody. There's an
Good night, everybody.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it, or lamented. Words given weight without thought, and a person the way that I talk and the way that I ought to be able to pause and to say that the fault can be placed on my arms. To this playful assault, to disgrace in this arm. Pray for the day they could wait for the calm. You can't control the storm, only weather it, whether it's 5 weeks and 5 days of rain sideways.